Hello everyone, today is the day 8 of my challenge which I created myself. Today is the look number 8, which I'm creating with the Natasha Denona palette, 28 green brown palette. So this video series came from the idea to test Natasha Denona foundations, which she has. She has 3 of them. At this moment, it's Face Glow, Transfer Matte, and Foundation X Plus, which I'm going to test today. Why there is 9 videos, even though there is only 3 foundations? Because I decided to try them properly. So what does it mean properly? I decided to test them with 3 types of primers: oil-based, water-based, and silicone-based primers, and to check which primer it works the best, or maybe it doesn't work, or it works with all kind of primers. So each foundation with each type of primer. And in this video, I just would like to inform you, if this is the video accidentally you opened first from this 9 video series, this particular video doesn't give you the full review on the foundation. It gives the full tutorial on the look I'm gonna create today and apply the certain foundation with the certain type of primer. But it's gonna be the 10th video when I'm gonna talk about all 3 foundations, the wear test with them, the check-in time I'm gonna show you, and I would like to compare this foundation with all foundations I wore before. And with some new foundations which just has been released recently. Usually these videos I start applying my foundations, so first I'm going to start with the primer. Yesterday I tested the oil-based primer. Today I'm testing the water-based primers. So why I'm showing you 2 primers? Because I had some clue with the Milk Hydro Grip, which is very strong water-based primer, and I would like to separate my face to 2 parts and apply for one part also water-based primer, but from another brand. This is Guerlain Meteorite's base, beautiful base. You can see that I'm completely finished that. And another part of my face, I'm gonna use the Hydro Grip. This is the same primer I used with another 2 foundations. And I realized that this primer is grip a lot of product. It's meant to grip a lot of products. This is what I don't like. I don't like to have full coverage on my face or to keep a lot of products, especially about the foundation. That's why I decided to try today 2 different water-based primers. But still, I really like this one because it gripped a lot of product, but it keeps the product the whole day long in a very nice manner. It's kind of tacky product, but during the day I don't feel it. You can powder it. Well, I pretty like it. It gives the longevity, definitely. It does what it says. Okay, so let's start. Okay, for this half of my face I'm gonna use Milk Hydro Grip primer. I don't have anything on my face. I was using today cream in the morning, but right now it's already afternoon time, so I'm applying just 1 pump, maybe just a half pump. And I'm applying to my neck as well, because this foundation is a little bit dark for me. And another one, such a beautiful base. It's pretty expensive. Maybe it's ridiculously expensive, but it's really luxurious product. This Meteorite, it has radiance on your skin. You cannot see that much, it's very subtle, but it's such a luxurious product. But probably I'm not gonna repurchase it again. Maybe just sometime. I have so many products I would like to test that I just don't think I need this one. Okay, maybe over here the product would be mixed a little bit, but so just for your reference and just a reminder, on this side Milk Hydro Grip, on this side another water-based primer as well. It's Meteorite Space from Guerlain. I just would like to wait for around 1 minute, especially it's mentioned in instruction how to use the Milk Hydro Grip. You have to wait at least 1 minute, so it will interfere with your skin, with the warmth of your skin, with everything what you have on your skin to give the best application of your makeup. So while I'm waiting, I will prepare my favorite brush. I'm applying all foundation with this brush. Just in one video I applied with the sponge the foundation, and well, I like to apply with my fingers or with the brush, and if I feel that it doesn't work, then I'm going with the sponge. Natasha Denona Foundation X Plus today is the second day I'm testing this foundation, and this is the full coverage. I had the least expectation from this foundation because this is full coverage, but I decided, okay, I should have at least one full coverage foundation because normally I don't like full coverage foundations. They emphasize everything you might have on your skin, but there is some certain occasions, and even sometimes when I'm filming and some events, if you need to be on stage or if you need to present something and you don't have people up too close to you, when you have people so close to you, like you can touch them with your hand, so they can see everything what you have on your face, I would prefer not to have a full coverage. But when they are pretty far, so yeah, and you have to look stunning, unreal, then yeah, full coverage is an option. You can see that there is a ball, so you have to shake it very well. It was written there that this foundation might separate or horribly separates. I don't mind about that fact at all. And I tried this foundation at one event, and it was separating when I was just pumped it out. It was a red paint maybe, or something like that. I don't mind about that at all. The most important, how it sits on my skin, what kind of effect it gives me, how about the longevity of this, does it doing something during the day, or it just keep you the same beautiful way as the fresh face, or all this stuff I'm curious about a lot, not about the separation at all. Maybe it's such a beautiful ingredient which is a must to be separated, you know. So I think I checked it a lot. I spent 1 minute right here, and now I can start applying. So this base, it has a tiny bit of tackiness right here, but this primer, it has more. I like to apply directly to my face. I'm applying less than a pump. And I'm applying in the center of my face so I could spread it and have less product on my edges of the face. Okay. Okay, so I'm taking my brush and I start buffing. I like to buff this foundation as much as I can. I'm applying this foundation on my eyes as well, on my lids, not on the eyes, on my lids and under eye area, because I want to make my skin be very even everywhere without pale or greenish or purplish white spots, because this foundation is not my color. I already spoke about that. I already told about the color of this foundation. By the way, this is 40N, so 40 neutral. I have light medium skin tone myself, and usually I'm taking light medium from other brands and it might lighter, but for this brand it turned out it's darker. Don't forget to apply it on your ears, and I will definitely bring it to my neck. I have some situation here. I'm trying to spread whatever left on my brush. I'm not taking it more right now, but I will, because I feel I want to cover this situation without the concealer. And as long the color going darker, so I might cover my dark circles before I'm applying the concealer over there, because then I don't need to apply the color corrector products over there. Because this foundation, it's not the gray color. You know, sometimes the foundation might have a grayish undertone. Some people, this color is really nice, but for me, I look dead. And this neutral tone, it doesn't have a grayish, so it goes down, so like a deeper brown tone, right? But without grayish, so it's definitely has those colors which covers the greenish or dark circles under your eye area. And after that you can apply concealer, which is highlighting concealer. So I will apply it a little bit on my brush, on my skin, and I will work brush there. Pretty nice. I think it's such a great idea. I always bring foundation to my neck, because anyway your face always darker than your neck, and if I'm going with the color of my neck, I feel I look pale. And I feel I look much better when I go to my face, even maybe a little darker. Like, for example, right now I have a darker skin tone with this foundation, but I really feel so much comfortable when I'm wearing more pale colors on myself. I don't know why. Maybe because I look fresh and kind of tanned, you know. I cannot say that this is a full coverage. It really reminds me both foundations, Transform Matte and Face Glow. I always have a difficult situation in this area. Right now it's perfect. I have some texture on my forehead. Right now it's great. I have with all foundations I tried before, the situation right here, it might be emphasized my smile lines right here. But this area is just crazy. Nothing went there very well. Right now it's beautiful. I mean, I am already pretty calm about the situation because it's already the 8th day and several times I already wore these foundations out of the video, and I already accept that fact that the foundation might look so beautiful on the skin. I'm just so happy that I found something what can look like on your skin so beautiful. This is the 8th video. This is almost the last one. Tomorrow is gonna be the last video, so I am so happy that I found some product which is so not disappointing, and it's from the brand which I love so much. This foundation is buildable. I tried it yesterday. I can do that again. Regarding the primers I used on both sides, I have to say that I don't see much of a difference right now. Maybe we will check during the day. I can see that probably my smile line emphasized on this side a little bit more than on this side. But I have to say that probably on this side I just have less of the smile line than I have it here. I have it a little bit more here. Always, like, it's not symmetrical definitely as all we have. But overall I don't have much of a difference. I have to say that yesterday when I was applying this foundation, I noticed one thing, that I was really afraid of a second layer, but when I applied the second layer, it probably went even better than I buffed it so much and spread around the face. Even yesterday I probably liked the full coverage foundation the first time in my life. I just a little bit right now again afraid to apply the second layer, but I'll do that again. My face doesn't look like I have a mask or something like that. So I'm thinking, should I keep as it is right now, like one layer, or should I go with the second layer? Okay, as long as this foundation is full coverage, I have to show you how the full coverage is look like. So you have to go with the second layer. I don't mind about that at all. I'm going with the full coverage on both sides because I have different primers, so I want to check how it goes on both sides with both primers. I'm going with the second layer on my forehead as well. I'm going with the second layer, but still this second layer is very thin. I'm trying to make it as thin as possible and spread the product as much as I can. I'm going to my problem zone. Yeah, if we put it on a test, we have to test it, yeah? Don't forget to shake it every time. I'm applying a little bit just... Okay, I'll check. This area is not covered properly. It's pretty liquidy, even though. Yeah, today I'm gonna be really makeup person. So much coverage. Go to your chest, don't afraid of that, because the chest, it might also have uneven skin tone there, and foundation lies on the chest actually very good, on the skin, on the neck and on the chest. It looks there beautiful, so don't afraid to go there. You will just improve appearance of your foundation and match everything all together. That is beautiful. And then you can apply the highlighters, shimmers on your chest area over here, so it's gonna have such a beautiful glow. Yeah, okay. So for this lighting, it looks just stunning, but I have to check with different kind of lightings, and this information I'm gonna talk about my final video about the foundations. So now we're gonna start with eyes, and I will apply a little bit concealer, Giorgio Armani Power Fabric, the new one. I'm applying just a tiny bit of concealer because I also would like to have just a thin layer there. Same brush, just another side. And I would like to blend everything together. This side doesn't blend, it's just spread the product, but this end, oh, it's just blend everything by itself. And I just love this brush a lot. This is from IT Cosmetics, from the Heaven Looks Complexion Perfection number 7. Definitely now I have foundation on my face. This is a full coverage. Now I can see, I definitely can see that. To improve the situation, what I feel with any kind of foundation, especially if you applied a lot and this is meant to be a full coverage, I would like to improve it. And what I'm doing, I'm just pressing a little bit with my fingers the product into my skin, so it could be without any patchiness. And I feel that beauty blender or any kind of sponge might not give that result as your fingers, your palms. So you warm it and you press it. You kind of press it into the skin, yeah. So I would like to set my eyes a little bit with the setting powder. Every video you can see that I'm taking the product and then I'm dabbing everything off. Like almost everything. The product's still there, and this little product I need on my lids to set. Well, as long as I applied foundation, I don't have a choice. I have to cover my under eye area, and I'm gonna bake it with the powder I know it will give me a super matte effect with the foundation, which I don't mind too much, but I really prefer, especially when the foundation darker than your skin tone, to apply it first, so you covered everything with the foundation, so actually you created a new skin tone for yourself, and then you apply the makeup. Today I'm gonna use some metallic shades. Well, I said a little bit there. During this 9 video series, I wanted to try as much colors as I can from this palette to show how many looks or how many different ways you can use this palette. I'm gonna start with the shade Suede. Dabble a little bit, and I'm going right here. This brush is a little bit big for my eyes. Okay, so I'm applying above the crease and moving it one side to another side, and in circular motions just spreading a little bit the color. Let me take another brush. I fell in love with the Wayne Goss when I received them. At first stage I was thinking, maybe should I return them? I couldn't believe that the brush can give me so much difference as the price range. I thought, oh my god, I spent so much on those brushes. But I'm gonna talk about this in another video. Okay, so I'm applying pretty generously this color. I would like to take smaller brush. Also Wayne Goss, it's thinner, 17, and I would like to go with the shade Smoky Quartz. It's right here, and go into the crease, above the crease. In my case it's above the crease because we're gonna make kind of cut crease. I just would like to deepen the socket area, define it, because we're gonna make actually kind of tangerine look. And with this shade I would like to define everything. This tangerine color. Gold tangerine, you know. A tangerine gold. We have to think about it. Okay, in a small circular motions I'm spreading this color and mixing it with my transition shade. As you can see, I brought both colors, transition shade and this shade. Of course, I applied it on the outer side and I bring it to inner corner, above the inner corner. Of course, less the product. I was spreading the product, but I still has to bring it a little bit here as well. So now I'm putting the brush and taking my fingers, because Wayne Goss doesn't provide his fingers, he provided just the tapped brushes, and I'm gonna apply this color right here, the name Cool Bronze. It reminds me, it's a cool bronze, but let me check, because probably okay, I would like to mix this cool bronze color with a little bit of sandstorm right here. As you can see how I was doing that. So with my fingers, I dabbed a little bit into the matte shade and applied it a little bit, and then I applied the metallic shade on top of that. So just creating this, adding this warmness and orange vibe, kind of. So I'm adding this orange vibe into this cool bronze. You can apply it with the brush first, a little bit on your lid, like so. You can see it's not that pigmented color, it doesn't give me the payoff a lot. This is like 100% a transition shade. It's not a bad stuff when the shade doesn't have a lot of pigment. It depends what they meant to be. Because sometimes when you have a lot of pigment in the color, it's so difficult to blend it and to get the result what you need. So some shades, it's not meant to have a strong pigment there. It's a good option as well. It just depends what they aimed to work for. Okay, so I applied that Sandstorm matte shade on my lid, and now I'm taking my finger and with the cool bronze I'm applying it to my lid. So I warmed a little bit my lid. Now, of course, I'm going to the darkest shade in this palette. This is the shade warm brown, I would say orange brown. This is the Arizona, and I'm gonna apply it with some Walker brush, which is in my collection. We can go with Wayne Ghost 19. On the outer V, you are applying this brush. Don't bring it too far on outer and on inner. Just blend it a little bit in a crease, whatever is left on your brush, to remove that metallic shine which we got from this shade above the crease. So we are removing kind of. This shade probably doesn't have that much pigment as well, and I think it's did on purpose. She wanted to keep this brown soft. And now I'm gonna do some trick, which probably very unexpected, but this is, I really like how it works. I'm going with my clean finger, so don't forget that you used already with another shade. Now I'm going to take this shade and this shade, I'm gonna kind of blend them. These are very sparkling shades, kind of have a dazzling effect, and I want to add to this metallic and matte in between the dazzling effect. So I'm keeping this brown shade and this tangerine bronze color right there. And now you can see what we have here, and I would like to lighten it a little bit. And again, I'm using my finger, another clean finger, and I'm going true gold. Okay, I'm using my smallest finger just to apply a little bit, and it also have a sparkles there. So in this lighting, it's doesn't give this shine effect which these eyeshadows have. About the texture of these eyeshadows, I would like to speak separately. I would like to speak out about the texture of these eyeshadows. But I would like to add, can you see this interesting effect which it has? Okay, for my inner corner, I would like to go with another color, which is Moonstone. It has kind of warm pink undertone, I would say, but it's very light color. I will go with my small flat brush. This is from Morphe, a collaboration with Jacqueline Hill. So I'm going with this color which I just mentioned. This is a metallic shade. Now guys, before I will go under my low lash line area, I would like to a little bit darken the lash line area with the brown. I have several browns and I would go with the darker brown. I don't want to go with black in this look. I would like to keep it soft. I have 3 pencils from Colourpop. I have a big complaint. This works just perfect. It glides on smoothly. I bought them all together. This dried completely. This works, and this is the one and maybe one more. I have several of them. I have more than just 3. And this just dried. I will show you why I'm just... Okay. I'm not sure that I'm gonna do something. It has patchiness. I'm not sure that I can work on my lids with this kind of pencils. And right here, you see? It's a big complaint. I heard some reviews on their pencils. People, some of them just so happy with the pencils, and I do understand why. I'm so happy with this pencil. I would buy all of them if they work the same way. But now I'm just afraid to buy their pencils. Those completely dry, like they used completely different formulas. Okay, guys, if you did a different formula and you know that that formula doesn't work at all, it's dried, so just say people, guys, we will send you the updated formula because you paid money for this. I'm going into that area to darken a little bit in between of my low lashes. I would like to create kind of definition. If this you need it there, definitely, with this kind of colors, which is bright but not too dark. That would be better if you could enhance that area with deepen it a little bit. So you're going in the inner corner as well and darken it there. The dark brown I used out of it. I'm going to proceed right here. I was not sure what I'm gonna do on my lower lash line, but right now I would like to proceed with the same situation I have on my upper lid and on my lower lid. Probably you can go just with the dark shade right here and then blend everything into the skin with the lighter shades, with the transition shade. But for my eye type, probably it would be very nice if I go with the same color range on my lower lid. Okay, what you have to do right now, you have to take small shader brush 1 and probably one more, or maybe a pencil, very small tiny brush. This is very small pencil. Have a look. This is the pencil and this is the pencil. Yeah, I don't know, it's not, it's just, it's a pen. It's a pen and this is a pencil brush. Okay, and another small brush. Yeah, so you need to have 3 small brushes because you're gonna apply 3 different colors. So you have to check that all your brushes are clean. And you will need another pencil brush for blending everything into the skin. Not everything, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the biggest, smallest brush. And I'm gonna apply, I have already applied a little bit. The brown, dark brown shade right here. What you're gonna do, you can see that I'm making this kind of shape. So I'm gonna apply these shades right here. This greenish, grayish green right here, sparkling shade here. So I have to bring this brown shade a little bit further. So if you have smaller eyes, do what I'm doing. If you have big eyes and you don't mind to make them a little bit smaller, you can go with this brown shade all over the lower lash line. And don't forget to blend a little bit shade here because I was applying with the finger and I haven't blended. So just blend a little bit the edges there. Okay? Like so. And we will need to enhance because I smudged it a little bit. Okay. So now I will apply with another small brush. So I mix them both. Okay? To make it more tangerine gold. And now I'm applying it right here. Okay, like so. Okay, and now I'm taking the smallest brush, which works very good with metallic shades, with sparkle shades, and I'm dipping it first into this dazzling shades, which is industrial and glam green first. And applying it right here, blending it a little bit with the colors I applied before. And now I'm gonna apply True Gold, just a little bit with the same brush, that's fine. A little bit right here. Just to emphasize that area. And now we have to bring everything together. So I'm going with this skin-like shade with the nice pencil brush. Of course, you can remove the powder. Let's do that. I would like to soften a little bit the edges and whatever I don't need here. To highlight the area, I probably will go with the same. Okay, we can go with this shade or with this shade or with this shade. Maybe I will not have too much risk if I will go with cream. It's a beautiful cream color sheen shade, which probably was created especially for this area. I would like to make my brows. I'm doing it all these videos with the same Art Architect from Tarte double-ended pencil and the clear gel. I don't want to make my brows darker, I just want to make them a little bit fuller. And not just a fuller, just where I have gap in the shape of my brows, I would like to fill it a little bit. Let's finish the bronzing, blushing, highlighting, and I will finish my lashes as well. Okay, so I'm gonna apply. I don't have doubts about what to apply as a bronzer. Natasha Denona 10 palette, bronze and glow palette. I'm gonna use this kind of, it's not a fan brush, but the fan type dense brush. It's from Tarte. It's great quality. You just need to remove a little bit of product when you're dabbing into this palette. It's pretty pigmented. I like this brush because I can work with the products which has a lot of pigment, because I have more control with this brush when you have a lot of product. When you have less product, you can use much fluffy brush, because then you don't need to worry a lot about the spread in the pigment. You have to bring the product all over your, not all over your neck, but this area and this area, jawline. I'm not using the contour because I don't feel for the natural type of looking you need too much contouring, and it's just a waste of time when you making something for life, not for the purposes of performing something, bringing it to your neck, bringing it to your chest. It might transfer to your clothes though, so don't forget about this. I put some individuals on my lashes, but they are drying right now. I don't want to disturb them with the mascara, and I don't want to lose time as well, so I would like to proceed with lips. Toast from Dose of Colors would be a great match, but let's check. I would like my lips to be in tone with this kind of orangey stuff. The most orange lipstick I would have in my collection, that would be probably Dose of Colors No Shade in collaboration. This lipstick was made in collaboration with Kate Illustralux and Daisy Perkins. I would like to apply it in the center of the lip. I would like to take a lip brush. I have a double-angled brush from Tarte. I like this brush actually very much because it has this tip, which this is the application tip and this kind of buffing tip. I would like to buff a little bit the edges of my lips with the foundation. Big smile, so you could make a symmetric line. Don't forget for those corners. With this look, you can even go with the darker shade. Let's try the darker shade. Let's try Pat McGrath Donatella. Oops. Okay. I want to go with brown. I want to match it with my eyeshadow right here. So this lipstick is great color, it's beautiful, but you can see that it has pink undertone, which I don't want at this moment. It kind of has reddish, yeah. We can bake to the toast, okay? And we will put some eyeshadows. The beautiful color, but you can see that it has pink undertone, a little bit less than she's having, but still according to my color of the eyeshadows. So I would like to take this shade from the palette and apply it onto my lips. I will take the blending brush and I will not dab it, so I have a lot of product there. Maybe I will take the pencil which I was using on my eyes. The pencil too dark, so I'm not gonna play too much with this. I'm going to take again the buffing brush for lips. Okay. Remove the color which we had before. Buff the edges. I would add a little bit no shade, because no shade, it's kind of an orangey color lipstick, and when I realized, I was kind of disappointed in the color, but you need a lot of nude lipstick because it all depends what kind of look you are doing today. Yeah, well, I think this look need not those light nude lips, it need kind of brownish lips. So I will finish my lashes and I'll get back to you. So this is the final look. I hope you like it. Give me your comments below. Unfortunately, you cannot see probably how sparkling those particles which is in these eyeshadows. It's so beautiful. That's why this is Natasha Denona. So this is the look. I think it's very matching to this one, but I think the whole palette would match to these colors of this dress, like everything you can do, like the green, more brown, more beige, like whatever from this palette probably will suit to this. Tomorrow is the last day, the 9th day of I'm testing the foundation, but the final review on the foundation is going to be the video number 10. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, your thumbs up would be appreciated. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click this ring bell button so you will be notified every time when I'm posting a new video. See you.